This is good. This is the video, man. We're doing the video.
This is the video.
This is it. This is our material.
This week's Prison Architect update, Mark and Chris talk about the Batman movies again.
Yeah, and Christopher Nolan, and how amazing he is. I love Christopher Nolan, man. I love Christopher Nolan films.
Yeah, he's very good, isn't he?
Let's hope he makes more films, man. I absolutely fucking love it.
I think he will.
I can't believe it's like intimidating just how intelligent and well put together his films are, and also how shockingly profitable they all are as well.
Yeah,
he's just found this magic pixie dust somehow.
He's the new, I don't know, the new Spielberg maybe.
Yeah.
In terms of how successful they were, you know, I don't know of any other director.
But I've never loved Spielberg movies like I've loved Nolan movies.
Well, I loved them when I was a kid, right?
Yeah.
You know,
different audience. Yeah.
But not when I grew up. And everything, he's just not comparable, right? Kubrick made fantastic movies. I think I probably still prefer Kubrick a little bit, but they're not as populist.
No, they're not. You know? No, they're much colder as well. Kubrick movies are very cold. You know.
Yeah.
You feel so desolate and alone after you've watched a Kubrick movie.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, 2001 would be the obvious comparison, right, to Interstellar, but it's absolutely ice cold movie.
Yeah.
Whereas Interstellar has just got this lovely, warm,
it's very human
heart to it. Yeah, exactly. Right.
That's because you're watching 2001 wrong.
Well, maybe. Yeah.
How's the human and the and the astronauts of the machine?
Ah, interesting.
See, watch it again. You see what you did there.
Considered it from that point of view, actually.
That's why they all play it really, really flat.
That's interesting. Yeah, and Hal actually protests the most, doesn't he, when his death is imminent?
He's more human than the humans are.
The humans protest in absolute silence because they're suffocating usually.
It's all about you know, convergence of human and machine. You see,
I thought about that. Yeah, interesting.
Humans become more machine-like.
Yeah, fascinating. And the space baby at the end.
Mate, that's just he was tripping.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I think someone fell over and knocked over a lamp in the editing room, didn't they? And a lot of their film from the final reel got
mixed up,
flashed with red and blue light, and they just left it in.
It's just a visual, nonsensical representation of, I don't know what it is.
Evolution.
Well, no, the star child that put us here, you know, the superior intellect.
But that's it. He's the next evolution of man, isn't he? The star child.
Well, I don't know whether he is or whether he isn't.
Yeah, no, I don't.
It's ambiguous, isn't it?
It's very, very ambiguous.
But he was the thing what built the Tesseract at the end of.
Oh no, you can't say that. That's got to be cut out. We're certainly not having any Interstellar spoilers.
Just beat me out. That'll be funnier.
Yeah, the Tesseract. Yeah, the 5-dimensional space-time manipulator device placed inside a black hole.
You'll like this, right? A Tesseract is to a cube what a cube is to a square.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
I know. It's a 5-dimensional representation of space-time. It's how he was able to travel physically through the dimension of time, whilst the Tesseract was obviously focused on his daughter's bedroom. You know?
That's right. Alice was in the back of the car the other day, and she's my 3-year-old daughter, those that don't know. And she said, I love 3-year-olds. She just said, Daddy, I can't see any triangles. Right? So I found a triangle for her and said, there's a triangle. And I said, do you feel better now, Alice? And she said, yes, I feel much better now. A triangle is my favourite shape. And I said, no, it isn't, Alice. Your favourite shape is going to be a Tesseract.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make
5-dimensional cube.
That's right. Hypercube.
A hypercube. It's a wonderful ending. It's a wonderful ending. I can't think of any other film, apart from maybe Inception, that has such a high concept as its climax.
I need to watch Inception again.
And manages to make it into actually a emotionally moving, but also commercially successful. You know,
playing on lots of levels
and understandable as well. I don't think people are confused by Interstellar. I think it's clear what happens.
That's right.
A wonderful final shot when he's pulling on that vertical line in 5-dimensional space-time, adjusting the watch in the room. Yeah. It explains it all visually, brilliantly.
Yes.
You know? But the science behind it is mind-blowingly complex.
Yeah.
Right? But also possible, in theory. Current science does actually believe that gravity may be able to escape from a black hole.
Yeah, but I don't get it, because I think that she would have had to look at the watch from the very first bit that was encoded on it. And as she wasn't doing that, the information would have been lost.
No, because I think that he started it going when she was in there the last time. The very final time she stepped in the room after she'd burnt all the crops. He he fast forwarded time. He moved through time to that instant, and then started pulling on the string then, and that's when I think the message began.
But she would have had to have been watching the watch.
Well, I think
because she couldn't go
She
back
looked
in
at the
time.
watch because she realised that the watch would do something, and the message wouldn't have been that long. It would only have been a few hours long. So I think the message began when she first looked at the watch.
The message wouldn't have been hours long. It would have been like years long.
Nah.
He was encoding all the data that they'd recovered from the inside of the black hole.
Yeah, but they hadn't been in there
in
very
Morse
long.
code.
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe he was there for a while, but you didn't see how long she was there for. But he would have fast forwarded time to the exact moment that she first looked at the watch when she was an adult.
He probably would have just been getting her attention on the watch, and then at the point at which she sat down and started writing down ones and noughts, that's when he would have said the stream again.
Exactly.
Wouldn't he?
I actually think, and he probably put it on loop. He probably got the robot to just loop it.
Yeah, could the robot do that?
I'm not sure because it's got the big fucking. It's like a Kit Kat, wasn't it? Its Kit Kat arms wouldn't have been fine enough to pull that string.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure they figured it out.
I think there's a shot really early in the movie actually when she first throws the watch in anger that he's leaving. There's a close up on the watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the hand is moving, isn't it? And you think it's broken.
Yeah.
Right, but I think I remember seeing that. I have to see it again to be sure.
Well, you see, because I'm a bit of a detail fiend in movies, right? And I noticed that the time on the watch was different to the time on the wall, right? And a mistake like that makes me want to just walk out.
Right.
I just like it's an OCD thing with me.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm glad I didn't.
And then you didn't because you realised there was a good. Oh fucking hell! Jesus Christ! It's all going to fucking shit.
Fucking hell! Shit. We've been talking about Inception. Your prison's got not Inception, all sorts of movies, and your prison's gone mental.
Oh my god! What? Oh, I see. That. Oh, fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is all kinds of bad.
I wouldn't want to be. Yeah, he's dead now.
You wouldn't want to be a vulnerable prisoner in here.
Ooh. Look at them. They all come in with their knives.
Oh, this is nasty. Oh.
They all
Oh my god. Okay. No one else has seen Interstellar that I know.
Right.
So I can't talk to anyone about it, you know? But I was so in awe of the film at the end when he dropped him off in that Tesseract.
Yeah.
The only thing I can't understand, I mean, so it's conceivable, it's not clear to me whether the Tesseract is inside the black hole, Gargantuan, you know? He flies into Gargantuan, doesn't he? And I think he crosses the event horizon, right? But it's actually not clear. Because it's quite a feat to assemble a Tesseract inside a black hole, isn't it?
Well, we don't know what goes on inside a black hole.
No, but the film postulates that only gravity can escape. So either they had a suicide mission, the future humans, to build a Tesseract inside a black hole, and they took everything with them that they needed, or they sent in an automated Tesseract that assembled itself on the inside of a black hole.
No, because they can manipulate the higher dimensions of space-time, right?
Yeah.
So you can you can operate in a higher dimension and construct a Tesseract within your black hole if you wish.
Interesting. So I wanted that too, and that would explain how he gets out at the end and appears back by Saturn.
Yeah,
Jupiter or whatever.
They sort of beam him out.
But if he was able to operate in 5 dimensions, then you could build your Tesseract in safe space and then just kind of shift it.
I mean, the concept of escaping from a black hole has inherent in it the notion of time, right?
Yeah.
Because something escaping in our vocabulary means there was a time when there was the item was within the black hole, and then there was a future time when the thing was without of the black hole.
That's right.
But if time is no longer a constraint for you, and it's part of your manipulation, as is the geometry of space time, you could conceivably construct something within the singularity, couldn't you?
It's nuts though. But I liked he has a little explanation at the end, a little throwaway that makes the scale of it, and makes you realise how big it is. That you're probably talking about the beginning of this chain of backwards feeding information in time. Could be like, I don't know, 1 million years in the future.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
They're talking 1 trillion years in the future, and let's just go nuts, you know?
Yeah.
10 to the 10 years in the future, mankind starts this endeavour. All of its, and then chains backwards in time, affecting previous generations. And so by the time they get to this dude signalling his daughter through the Tesseract, he could be like the 4th or 5th person in the chain of technology, making that link possible, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's also not clear who actually, you know, it's the future humans that open the wormhole and all that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Open the wormhole and build the Tesseract, but Is it the colony that they leave behind, the last colony set up by Catgirl? She sets up a colony, doesn't she, on the last planet on the other side of the wormhole?
Yeah.
It seems likely to me that they would be significantly more technologically advanced than humans very quickly, because they started from a very high technological starting point, and they're very close to a black hole, so they would be able to study it all the time, wouldn't they?
Right.
All throughout their civilization, they would be studying this black hole, and they would come to an understanding of it far in advance of humans.
But they're not different to humans. They are humans. They're us, aren't we? We leave the Earth.
Yeah, but we do. But it's unlikely that the humans in Earth, it's unlikely that humans in the space station orbiting Jupiter, they would be very different colonies. There would be a connection.
I thought they were all going there. I don't think there was a space station orbiting Jupiter. I thought
that's what he ends up on at the end. He ends up on the space station.
Yeah, but that is moving him to this other colony.
I don't know. I'm not sure. That wouldn't make sense.
That's what I thought.
Because they've got a much better setup there. The way I understood it is that there's the human colony orbiting Jupiter, and then a separate colony in the other space, and there would be shuttles backwards and forwards, but they would be very, very disconnected. They would have a very different upbringing.
I thought that was just literally an arc, to take them through to, because they had a long old trip, didn't they, to get to Jupiter.
Yeah, maybe you're right. So they just all go through, but they wouldn't be able to support themselves on the other side. The colony wouldn't be big enough.
Well, they'd have to go through a rate, wouldn't they? But ultimately, the space station that they
why
built
would they want to move over there? I mean, why not stay on the Earth side?
Well, maybe that's because
it makes more sense.
Maybe that's. I mean, you're just extrapolating now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Perhaps that's what some people.
Well,
did.
I mean, thinking a long way ahead, we've only got about 3 billion years until the Andromeda Galaxy collides with the Milky Way.
Right.
So in 3 billion years, we're fucked. Our entire galaxy is utterly fucked.
Is it?
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to happen when that happens?
No. But you know what happens when two galaxies collide? Every single star and planet is flung hugely away from its traditional orbit. So the orbits of everything changes. Everything, right? And you know how susceptible the Earth is to its exact position in the solar system. So, the very best you could hope for is to be flung out of the galaxy, but still be orbiting the sun.
Well, you'd still be fucked, wouldn't you? Unless you had some serious technology. But it's 3 billion years, mate. We'd be fine.
Yeah, it is. But you've got to think ahead, right? If you're operating on this scale, there's no point in building a massive galaxy-spanning civilization that takes 1 billion years to build if it's all going to be wiped out in 2 further billion years. And you certainly can't move a galaxy on its collision course.
I think you're thinking quite a long way ahead.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking on the timescale of the people that built the Tesseract. I think you're talking about billions of years to get to that level.
Yeah, but they
but they're in a different. I don't know where they are.
Yeah, I mean it's just another stepping stone, isn't it?